Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim Enchantress. I'm here to do a past life reading for February 2020. It is only to do with the viewers that have an interest in Native American cultures or feel like they're connected to this country in some way from their past life. You may have the artifacts in this lifetime, or you may want to revisit this country to learn their cultures, their spiritual beliefs, that type of thing. I have picked the Native American card here, the teepee, as a significator card. And the other card that fell out for you was food and hunger. So this is telling me here, Sagittarius, that there were some issues with food back in this lifetime. Maybe food was scarce, and in this lifetime, you could be harboring food in the cupboards or stocking up because you're scared of having a bit of poverty in the future, that there's not going to be any food around. So you could be overeating or just making sure you eat everything that's on your plate, and it's causing some issues with your health now. It could also be that you haven't had enough fluids, so maybe you need to drink more water in this incarnation, or maybe you're retaining fluids from drinking too much water. So you've got to find a balance here. So there's some issues stemming from this lifetime about food and hunger. Now, with the Native American Oracle cards, the first card that come out for you is the Calumet. And I had this for one of the other star signs. Now, the Calumet is definitely the largest Native American pipe, if you can see that down the bottom. And it says sacred object, the most sacred object. And the white buffalo women taught humans about it through rituals associated with it. And they used it as a treaty, as a way to ensure peace. Now, it was also used as a ritual to ask favours from the gods and nature. And they lit this pipe and then raised it towards the sun. Then they lowered it to pay homage to the earth and finally to the four directions. So this is a message about finding peace. Now, some of you could be having a soul contract with someone from that past life that's coming in, and I'm feeling you need to honour this person. Maybe they had to make sacrifices back in this lifetime because of food and hunger, and maybe you had to be that person that needed to make the sacrifice, or they had to sacrifice you in some way. Now, I do believe this card is associated with one of the Thursdays in February 2020. And I do feel like this is something that was cut off. It could be a tool or a weapon that you use to go hunting. Or there was a situation or a family member cut. There was something about the truth that needed to be spoken that possibly wasn't fixed in that lifetime. And it's a situation that's going to crop up in February where this lesson's going to be learnt and the truth will be known. So we'll go on to number 4, which is the wolf. And the wolf is definitely about struggles that you had in the past incarnation. A lot of challenges and things that were removed from our lives. But the wolf also bestows gifts. So this could be some sort of initiation that you went through or that you're going to go through in February. And it may be a difficult lesson to learn, but there's definitely a spiritual connection to this. Now, underneath that, we have the mountain from the Lenormand deck. And this is definitely about obstacles and hard challenges that you need to get over. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to get over them. It's just going to be a heavier load for you to get around or go over it. So there's definitely some struggles that are coming up and some sort of initiation. Now, I feel this is associated with the month of March, and it's to do with the month of the violent winds, depending on where you live in the world. Now, we do have the number 7 card, which is the deer. And the deer is definitely about unconditional love. So you will know that even though this person made a sacrifice for you in the Native American era, that they still love you deeply, and you still got that soul connection here. So you need some strength for this this card here, and you will get the knowledge of the earth. This is a cycle of life that's happening, and definitely someone that's going to come in that's very gentle with unconditional love. Now, when strength is required, you need to be strong. When forgiveness is required, you need to forgive, but pay attention to what is needed, and that's going to guide your next actions. So you definitely have some decisions to make here with the Lenormand cards. You're facing some decisions, multiple decisions. Maybe this is something you're trying to harvest from that lifetime. Now, to me, this represents the teepee. So this is somewhere definitely where you lived as a family that you felt safe. Now, with the Lenormand cards, we have the house as the underlying issue here. And the house is about family. It's somewhere safe that you can lay your head at night. And it's about feeling secure within your life, this time around. And when you've got the scythe here, this could mean that a family member was cut off in the past and you're harvesting that family connection. There's definitely a separation or a family split that happened in that past life. And when you've got the mountain in the picture, it's definitely somewhere remote that you lived. Maybe you had to move to the next village to have food, that type of thing, and your parents made a sacrifice to let you go with someone else because they couldn't feed you back in that lifetime, perhaps. Or they let you go to fend for yourself so you could learn about the land. And this is possibly what's happened here. But I do feel that you've got multiple decisions coming up here. Maybe this is you choosing to go back to your roots, or moving to a remote place where you feel like you're connected with the land again. Somewhere that's not within walking distance. But it could be a cabin in the mountain where you're going to go to make some choices or that type of thing. So that's very interesting, Sagittarius. Now I have the lapis lazuli, which is definitely about protection. So this ties in with your house here. And it's about looking for serenity. So you're going to this peaceful place to find serenity and release whatever it is that you need to release once you've heard the truth of the matter. And with the receiving this card, it indicates that you need to exercise discrimination, and it's going to give you back your power to seek the underlying truth in the matter. And like I said, this is about the truth and what's going to come out into the light. Now, the lapis lazuli is also a healing stone. If you've been getting migraines, or you've got a respiratory problem, nervous system, or you're feeling a little bit off balance, so you may have a bit of insomnia or vertigo, you can't sleep at night, that type of thing, migraines, it's going to help you cleanse your organs and your bone marrow, and it's going to strengthen your immune system. So if you can easily obtain one of these from your crystal shops or new age shops and carry it with you in your purse or your wallet, you can get a small one, it won't matter, but it's going to give you some clarity and thought, and it's going to empower you to direct your next move in your life. It will help you with communication, because this is the card of Mercury, and Mercury is definitely about communication and the harsh truth. So speaking the harsh truth, where horrible words can be said, but it's going to help you to express yourself, your true self, and you're going to be able to see a deep self-awareness. Now, it's going to bring better listening skills to you, honesty, compassion, and it's going to help to harmonise conflict. So the lapis is going to help you help your dreams and your psychic work, and help you progress on your spiritual journey and personal growth. So that's a beautiful message that's coming through. So a lot of healing going on for you, Sag. Now we have from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms, the Cosmo, and this is about creativity. Things are going to happen quite quick. this is an ally that's coming in, definitely from this past life. And it's a sign to help you place your attention on creative projects. So you're probably quite creative. Maybe you're going to do a cabin up, the way that you feel like it's home back in the Native American country. Now, it's also about vastness of the energetic, exchange of consciousness, and influencing all living things. So it's going to teach you that every intention you set is contagious, so with the power to influence others. So we're entangled at our deepest energetic place, and we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. So this is a sign to remind you here, Sagittarius, to open up to your well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world at this moment, and most important, keep taking action towards your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. So that's a nice message too that's coming through. Now, underneath the deck, you do need to get in touch with your intuition. There's definitely a lot of conflict that's going on in your mind. Now, could be spirit that's giving you messages, and it's not just something that's you think that you're doing with your ego. It's taking action for your next move. So spirit's giving you your next moves here. And I do feel like some of you are moving away to a foreign place. This is something you've been yearning for your soul purpose. And definitely you're on a spiritual journey here, Sagittarius. So that's quite a beautiful reading for you for February 2020. Hope it all works out, and I hope it all resonates to whoever it was meant to go to. Love and blessings. Bye for now.